Buddy, it is now 7 o'clock. We thank you so much for being with us. I'm Gene Levanchi.
Good to be with you, New England, at 7 o'clock. I'm Ray Vieta. We made it to Friday.
It's Friday. It's
and
Friday.
the end of May.
And the end of May, which I keep forgetting about.
Yeah, which means what season's next?
Summer.
I'm trying to get you to say meteorological.
Oh.
Meteorological summer.
It's Gene's least favorite word. Like,
It's a tough one, meteorological. It cannot just roll off the
Meteorological.
tongue. Well, that's how I do it.
Every time I spell meteorologist, there's like a rhythm to it.
Yes,
that I have.
exactly.
It's like, that's the way it goes. All right, current conditions now. We've got lower 60s in Boston. Worcester's at 59 degrees. Quick little sprinkle possible if you're out and about on the North Shore this morning. But in general, morning hours are going to be dry, a little foggy if you're down on the Cape this morning. This is really an afternoon chance for showers. I'd say between about 1 or 2 and say 8 or 9. That's like the window that we're watching for some downpours and some thunderstorms and showers, especially Worcester, Lawrence, Fitchburg. I'd say Portsmouth, New Hampshire as well, but even Boston could see a couple storms around. So you're going to want to keep an eye to the sky, eye on the Boston 25 weather app, although coverage today is limited. Tomorrow we've got a weather alert for some heavy rain everywhere first thing in the morning.
Plan around the traffic and also the rain this weekend, right?
Yeah, so we have rain at times. I'd say dry times definitely outweigh the wet ones. Even tomorrow, we've got a little bit of a foggy, kind of hazy look in Boston right now. Some of our thickest fog is actually down across the Cape and the Islands, Nantucket. Sorry to say you guys stay kind of foggy today. But we go from 60 now to the 70s this afternoon. It's mild. You don't have to track down extra layers. Just jump out in the short sleeves. Afternoon, though, I am recommending the Boston 25 weather app in hand, and it's because we do have some storms in the forecast, although most of you will be dry. If we look at a line from about Hartford to Boston, with Worcester and Bedford and Lawrence and Fitchburg in there as well, those are spots where we're probably going to have some activity developing later today. It's not a washout, but you can see once we hit about 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon, we start seeing a couple showers pop up. Main activity in time for the evening commute, which I don't love because there's probably going to be a couple slowdowns outside of the city, especially travelers in Central Mass in the Merrimack Valley, and that activity could very well dip into Boston as we head into the evening for today. Now, what we have as we look ahead is going to be some more rain late tonight. And you know we've got a weather alert tomorrow. That's mostly for the morning showers that you can see right here. Heaviest stuff is expected as the sun comes up. I bet you by noon, most of us are dry. We do have a couple scattered showers still tracking in the afternoon. It's not going to be for everybody, but again, Boston 25 weather app, you have radar at your fingertips. You can look at Futurecast if you're on the go for any additional showers that pop up on Saturday. Sunday gets better as we go. We slowly start to clear out. I've got temperatures over the weekend. I'm going to stick with 60s both days out there. Alert is mostly for the morning activity that we're going to see on Saturday. Monday into Tuesday, you can see we're warming through the 70s. I've even got some 80s on the map by the middle of the week. Okay, now that May is winding down, I think it's great to look ahead to meteorological summer, which are the months of June, July, and August. The expectation is for warmer than average temperatures, not just in New England, but across the United States. The deeper the color, the more confidence in that forecast. So it's likely going to be a warm summer as a whole. It doesn't mean we can't have some chilly periods, but it will average out to above average. Now, we also have an expectation for wetter than normal conditions across the eastern United States. The reason behind that is actually an above average Atlantic hurricane season, which also starts on the first of the month. We've got more than 13 to 19 named storms, average is 14. That puts the whole coastline at risk. We'll have to take it storm by storm. So far, we haven't had any named or numbered systems.
It's Friday yet again.
We've got a lot of clouds out there, Catherine. It's 61 right now in Boston, and keep in mind, most of the day is going to be drier, at least the morning hours. Once we hit the afternoon and early evening, we do have the risk for showers and thunderstorms there. And in Worcester catching a couple breaks of blue sky right now. Overall, though, we've got mostly cloudy skies, and we do have some hit or miss storms in the afternoon. I think they start popping up between 1 and 2 o'clock. You're going to see for the evening commute. This is our best chance for a little line of storms out there. It's not a very fast mover, so if it starts raining in your town or city, you're going to have to keep an eye on radar on the Boston 25 weather app because it could rain for a little while. Now, coverage is limited, right? Like you look at Massachusetts, most of Mass is dry, but we do have this line that will probably continue until about sunset. So at 8 o'clock, our showers are fading, kind of getting close to Boston, which is why we're going to be watching things there as well. High temperatures, 70s for most, 60s for the Cape today. Over the weekend, we've got a lot of 60s on the map. This is Saturday, this is Sunday, and tomorrow area-wide. We're watching for some storms and showers, especially in the morning hours. So I've got us on a weather alert for early downpours, a bit of lightning, and some gusts up to 25 or 35 miles per hour. It's not like typical wind damage kind of winds, but you're going to feel a breeze. I'd say most significant storms come through with the rising sun tomorrow. We've got our best chance for rain in the morning. Midday is probably dry. Afternoon isn't going to rain everywhere, but we have a couple of hit or miss showers that we're still tracking even into the evening and overnight hours. But Sunday just keeps getting better and better. So we do get those weekend.
And that means we're looking at rain tomorrow.
Yeah, rain tomorrow. But it's like it's a part of your Saturday forecast. It's not all of your Saturday forecast.
Is good.
I think it's moving in the right direction. Maybe by next weekend we won't have rain.
That'd be nice.
That would be great. And I have to say, a little early peak is pretty good forecast next weekend right now. Current conditions are in the 60s. We're at 63 Boston, 61 in Beverly and Plymouth and Worcester. We're running dry and cloudy and even a little foggy in spots, especially down across the Cape. This is a chance for some afternoon storms, especially north and west of Boston into central Mass, Merrimack Valley, southern New Hampshire. These are more primed locations for seeing a few of those pop-ups, but you can see even in the Boston area, I'd say at 6 p.m. as well. There is the risk there that will just have you checking your phone. I always like to say Boston 25 weather app. You have radar at your fingertips. You have Futurecast at your fingertips. You can get lightning alerts as well. It's all really helpful, especially in a hit or miss situation like today. Tomorrow's rain is more widespread in the morning. I'll be back with a look at the full timeline.